You are live.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yes, the great unveiling. I'm sorry, that's what I meant to say. The great unveiling. We were
The
just talking about
definition
the
of
definition of
apocalypse.
apocalypse because we were talking about the current energy. And I said, I think it just in Greek, I think it means like the great awakening or the great truth or whatever. But it means the great unveiling. So truth, right? Or the great revealing.
So then a zombie apocalypse.
Yes, I don't want to see a zombie apocalypse though. Although you could argue like
Unless Pedro Pascal is there.
and he,
We're talking about The Last of Us.
yes, we were talking about The Last of Us. How funny. What a way to start this.
I know.
We
Welcome.
we thought we would start with just some cards for the collective, like the general energy before we get into reading for specific people. And I just had two cards like fly out of my tarot deck. So I had the Magician in reverse come up. And then I also had the Eight of Cups in reverse come up. So Magician in reverse is like abuse of power.
Mm-hmm.
It can be like significant manipulation. It can be narcissism and mismanagement. So misuse of resources, leveraging resources for your own gain. It's symbolic of corruption. So think of what the Magician is in the upright. It's everything having to do with like creating what you want to create for your best and highest good and for those around you. It's about manifesting and using all of your skills to do that in the most responsible way. But in the reverse, it's like ineptitude. It can be poor decision making. It's misuse of power and resources. It's corruption.
Mm-hmm.
So we are, and Neo and I were just talking about how this is what we're seeing in the collective right now. In order to move beyond the absurdity, we have to see how absurd it is, right? To be able to learn from it and create something much less absurd. In the Eight of Cups in reverse, that is a card of uncertain which path to take. It's also fear of change. It can just be fear in general of like of leaving something behind, of walking away. So this could be like staying in an abusive relationship because you're afraid of what the uncertainty of the steps ahead of you hold for you. It also is like settling. It's trying one more time. So think of like, let's use an abusive relationship as an example. Oh, they're trying. So I'm just going to wait a little bit longer. They're trying, right? But that's stemming from like, you don't trust yourself enough to allow that thing to go or to walk away because you're not sure how you can handle the uncertainty or what's to come. So I feel like that's actually like super appropriate for the collective energy that we're in right now. We're experiencing a lot of like craziness in the collective, and we're not sure how we're supposed to move through it or what that means for us.
Yeah, I got the Nine of Swords energy. So, like, all that anxiety. How's your sleep been?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone I
Worries.
talk to is like not great right now, sleep wise.
I'm actually getting pretty good sleep, but like I have anxiety. Like I will tell you, I have anxiety during
I
the day.
have
Oh my
those
gosh! And
conversations too, a lot
I
of.
just, I
But
pulled the
then,
seven of cups in reverse, which is delusion. It's like the inability or avoiding the reality of a situation. So again, so on point, so many people like willing to double down on their beliefs of what they've chosen because admitting that maybe what they've chosen was not the best thing or supporting something that's not the you know in the best interest of everybody involved. So it can be denial, it can be confusion, it can be scams. Like you got taken for a ride and you're unwilling to admit that you got taken for a ride.
It's so funny. I was just talking to somebody this week that was like, their their partner got scammed. And I'm like, how does this happen? like,
people
what?
are people can be like caught in their delusion. I an example of this, a woman that I have known, she, do you know like the Facebook scammers that come in and then they like start to talk you up and then they want to have a relationship with you and all this stuff?
Yeah.
Well, that happened to her.
Facebook dating?
No, it was I'm not even sure, but like she started this like online relationship with this person and realized that he was trying to scam her. She called him out and he's, explained himself. And then she continued the relationship with him because she decided, since he told her the truth, that he must love her. He lives in Africa. She went and married him. And he is 28 years younger than her. And she has since given him all of her money. So we are in an age of denying ourselves the reality of something, right? So it is truly like the a day of reckoning for all of us. Like, what are you choosing to see as real, as true? What are you not being honest with yourself about? And that's true of like Saturn and Neptune that were conjunct in Aries, a couple weeks ago. The last time they had been conjunct in Aries was like 6,000 years ago. And Neptune coming into Aries with Saturn. Saturn's like the planet of discipline. It's the planet of rules. It's the timekeeper. It's the, hey,
structure,
how about
builder.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a very strong supportive planet, but it's also going to show you where you haven't been keeping up with the things that you need to be responsible for. Neptune's the planet of like dreaminess, illusion, delusion, mysticism,
fiction.
And when Neptune goes from Pisces, which is very dreamy, illusion, delusion, mystical, into Aries, which is no bullshit, ask questions, act first, ask questions later, leadership, drive, ambition, impulsiveness, those two planets together are going to be like, hey, we're going to show you where you've buried your head in the sand and how that hasn't been a good thing for you. And we're going to make it extra uncomfortable for you. And you're going to have to do something about it to get your shit straight so you can get back on track, right? So those two planets in Aries, they aren't playing, right? So these three cards, how are you going to see where there's been misuse of power, where you've been in denial or you've been delusional?
Fire energy.
Yes. Holy moly.
Ignite your soul.
Yep.
I'm like, all that fire.
I'm super hot right now.
It's like, okay, let's start. It's like the stick of dynamite, right? With the long thing in the cartoons, like.
This is Aries himself that has just come out in the reverse, the Emperor in reverse. That is poor leadership, misuse of power. It's major manipulation. It's chaos energy, fire energy. Like when this Emperor card comes out in reverse, it's indicative of someone who is an absolute abuser of power, of people.
Someone that wants to take you out, humble you.
Or just be in control for the sake of being in control. Not because
somebody who wants to call out all your flaws.
I feel it. I see this as the narcissist, right? Like the major narcissist. So,
but
anyway,
ultimately, so I got about releasing negativity, right? And so I was just thinking with the fire and igniting and burning things off and thinking how you sterilize things with fire sometimes, right? Metamorphosis, Mirage, and Open to Receive came out. So it's like what's shedding and changing, and it's gonna clear out to make room for things.
I'm gonna ask the deck what we can look forward to like in coming months. Interesting. Confrontation may arise. So 7 of Wands. So needing to stand your ground, fighting for your values and your goals, defending yourself, perseverance. In some cases, it may be confrontation with family or friends or whatever, just because the values are different. My dog's here with me, and I have a wild little bird behind me who's
I think mine went under my bed. He
all
was,
birdie.
yeah.
Okay, I got another card of conflict. So the 10 of Cups in reverse. So conflict, and general unhappiness, instability. So what do we have to look forward to? I didn't want to paint this as just like what are the positive or negative things only. I do feel like we can expect more instability before we can expect calm again, right? Or so we know that there's going to be some tough astrological transits coming up in the next 6 months, especially in the next year. But that's okay. These things kind of take some time to unfold and sort themselves out. Okay. And we're going to be challenged with like how much we trust ourselves to make decisions. So this is the card of like doubting ourselves. And it could be just like the rearranging of values for like, what really aligns with us now? What do we truly believe in? What do we know is truth? What are we willing to accept as truth? So that's going to be transformation inside all of us. I'm going to ask Spirit for something encouraging. What do we get to look forward to?
And then I got the Quickies deck, so we can tie it up with like a yes or no question.
Oh my gosh, I just keep shuffling here. Everything's sticking. Okay, just give us something to look forward to. Oh, good. Judgment. Awesome. That's amazing, right? So this is like a card of truth coming forward. So we can expect more understanding, more truth, like absolute truth. We can expect judgment for those who require it, who need it. We can expect karma to balance.
Yep.
And we can expect resolution. I'm going to ask for a timing card. So when can we expect judgment?
And I got Quickies, so if you have a yes or no or need clarity on that, whatever is coming up.
Ask if we will get
Doesn't feel right.
Right. So ask if we will get truth in the next 6 months. Judgment. Will we get karma balancing the next 6 months?
There's something else waiting.
Ooh, okay.
Which
So
this was originally this was the bottom of the deck card. So it came up. That means it through the shuffle for it to still come up. There's something else waiting.
I think there's going to be some hits to the economy, but I just got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So, but we can expect that, like paying more for obviously oil, and some import types of products. Okay, I got a 6 in terms of timing. Also, it's the 6 of Swords in reverse, which is like moving away from calm, which I can't believe how these cards are kind of telling this story for us. So it is hardships. So we can expect hardships for the next, I would say, 6 months. And then
cool.
for judgment or truth to start to really come out around that mark. So it is March right now. So let's say, what is that, September?
Yeah.
April, May, June, July, August, September. But it is a card of returning home, right? So maybe what we're doing, it's a card of delays, hardship, unrest, but it is a card of like returning home. So it could be that we are bringing all of our efforts back home and really fortifying in our community or in our own homestead or in our own country, right? Yeah.
So what is this? What is your soul mission in all of this? Soul mission. What is the purpose? Your empathy is a superpower. Use it to lead and uplift. So leading through compassion.
Leading, well, this is what we need. That's the difference
What we
between
need.
misuse of
Yep.
power and greater good for all. Is that
And
compassion?
it says, it's funny you were talking about the resources and stuff. And we were also, before we went live, talking about like preparation and food prep and all kinds of stuff. And it's like, you're here to help others reconnect with the earth and its healing energies, connect with nature. But I was thinking more like the food and getting back to simplicity and what do we actually need?
Well, yeah, and just like the community structure. Like my friend that was visiting me this morning, she's like, I want you to know that I will always supply you with eggs and I will make sure you have water, Shannon. I have a well. She's like, I will do what I want your little family to be safe. Like whatever happens here, like I got you. And I was like,
That's
that is the
awesome.
sweetest thing ever. So I think that just speaks to this community, this sense of community. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card for the collective just from the messages from Spirit deck. Wow. Seek. Okay, so she's got her eyes closed and she's got her hand over her heart chakra, and you see how her heart chakra is glowing. So that is like to me, that is wisdom within, like knowledge, wisdom from within. And the message says the power of spirit exists in all things. Everything is made of energy, and every single thing in your physical world contains a fragment of spirit, including you. We are all one with spirit and always will be connected to one another. And she also, you can't see it in the card very well, but I can. She's got butterflies coming out of her solar or her heart chakra, which is transformation. But I see that card as, okay, go within and seek truth there. That's going to be how you discern what around you is true, quote unquote true.
Quote unquote.
Quote unquote.
All right, so we're going to start with CD. And this is 1727. All right, CD, where are you at?
Actually, and I haven't connected with her in a little while, so I'm not sure where she's at. How things are going. Okay, CD.
I am showing the world the real me. I am never alone. Oh, I got two that just tried to come out. So I am loved came out with I am trusting my intuition.
Love that.
Bottom of the deck. Surrendering to the divine.
I got the Six of Pentacles in the upright, which is a lovely card of balance and giving and receiving. It's a card that suggests like everything is balancing in your favor. Karma is balancing. There's rewards that are coming, or you already have them. So, and it could be like actually financial rewards. You may be getting a big tax return, maybe, or receiving some kind of gifts, either from the universe or from people around you. So, like things that you have done to pour into others or situations are finally coming back to you, which is awesome. And
we
also
love gifts from the universe.
We love gifts from the universe. And I've got the Four of Swords in reverse, which means you are finally overcoming some stressful things, and maybe anxiety is relieving. You've gotten your strength back. You're feeling back to yourself. You've had a lot of time for healing, or even like you've just come to a much more calm space. So that's wonderful. Like maybe you're feeling some new sense of resolve around a certain situation, or you're feeling like you're headed in like the best direction with regard to something you've been dealing with. That's awesome. Happy about that for you.
So let's see. I'm showing the world the real me. I got Harmony's call, and it's about equality and pursuing justice, harmonizing energies to manifest a balanced and just outcome. Then with the never alone card, it was like a couple on this one, and it was carried
Ooh.
away. So I didn't know if she's partnered or not, or if she's getting
She,
carried away in an energy or something, or
I mean,
but
I
it's
always
saying
felt like,
to, it's a good thing though. It's saying to let yourself get caught up
yep,
in the
get carried
moment.
away.
Yep.
I I've always felt like when she finally moved, that's when she would meet somebody. But I haven't heard from her really much since she's moved. So because she's busy helping one of her daughters, but I
That's
wouldn't be
good.
surprised if she had met somebody and started dating.
So with the trusting the intuition and the love, the going your own way card, and it's like paving your own path, doing your own thing. And I'm always big on, especially if somebody, whether or not they want to be, meet somebody or not, I'm always like, no, you have to fully embrace like who the fuck you are,
Mhm.
and know like, and go do your hobbies and explore things you like and don't like and try things out. And um that way anybody that comes along, like, you're not sitting there with stagnant time. You have an interesting life already going for you, and you're not
Yeah.
sitting around waiting for anything to happen or fall into your lap. You are actively living your life. And then, you know, people want to have fun and do things with you at that point when
Mhm.
you're already doing stuff. But if you just sit at home and do nothing, like, you're going to attract some homebodies. If
Oh
that's your
my.
thing. If that's your
I
thing.
did. I did pull the magician, which is awesome. That's a card of manifestation and using all of your skills and your resources to make the best life that you can dream of. It's also, focusing or using your expertise and your wisdom and your knowledge. It's like card of like pure potential. And I also, on the bottom of the deck is the justice card, which I'm happy to see because that tells me things
Oh, I think
have,
I got something about justice too for her.
yeah, that tells me that things in potentially the one situation are working out the way that you need them to, and you're feeling supported that way. So that's a card of like justly deserved outcomes or truth and fairness or legal stuff happening finally.
Okay.
And then I did pull the card from I don't even know what this called, the Shaman's Oracle. It's a beautiful deck. It's called Eyes of the Eagle, and it's a beautiful card.
Ooh.
Rising above the fray. So eagles have really keen eyesight, like really keen
Mhm.
eyesight, and they're considered like the go between to from earth to spirit or source because of how high they can fly and what they can see from, thousands of feet above down to the ground. Eagles are also like considered a sign of wisdom, of courage. So this is you like keep looking at the big picture. Keep looking closely, but at the big picture. Look far out and keep like rise above any of the squabbling.
Um, you said rise above as I'm looking at like the top and bottom card. And
Oh,
I just realized they're both above, like they were both hovering above.
oh, cool.
And they're both about Earth. So
Is that the
Earth,
Starseed Oracle? Is that a different one?
yep.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's the Earth card, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. And then the Earth school card at the bottom of the deck.
How
So
funny.
some
Rise.
serious like human lessons right now. Um, but hopefully you're over here learning and accelerating through those Earth lessons.
I think it's probably going okay. Okay. You have anything else for her?
If you want to think of a yes or no type of question or something we can get clarity on. Let's see. I also brought out my song cards today, so we can.
Oh, I like it when
I
you.
like doing random things like that sometimes. So I'll pull a song for her. Oop. Okay, so this flew out. Surrender and allow, which bottom of the deck on the I am cards was I am surrendering to the divine.
Oh yeah, so a couple of messages about surrender.
Surrender and allow. Bottom of the deck, let that shit go. All right, let's pull a song.
I have that little bird in here. I think you can't really see the cage, can you? It's right there. But she is like moving around in there, like they forage on the ground for their food. So
I have no idea what this song is about, but the name of it is At a Medium Pace.
Oh. Adam, does that say Adam Sandler?
Yes. So who knows what the hell it's about? That's so funny. But it says, yeah, at a medium pace. So whatever that means.
That's funny.
All right. Who do we have next, BB?
We have BB at 2602. Okay.
Go into your soul mission deck. You hear my dog snoring. Your words and creations have the power to heal and inspire, write and create. Show others the path by living your truth authentically. Be a way shower. And bottom of the deck, show others how to find peace and presence in the now. Anchor in the present. So maybe some meditation stuff, or that's that one.
Well, she just went through that big Sacred Rage retreat with me.
Oh, that's amazing.
There's a lot that happened for her in that. That's amazing.
Yes, it did.
It's interesting because I got a card of like ending a cycle. So the Ten of Swords. So this is like the ending of something, and it could feel like a painful ending, or letting something go after it being painful for a long time. It could also be like just exhaustion, like feeling exhausted. Or it could feel like you've been let down or even stabbed in the back by someone. So obviously metaphor, right? Like feeling betrayed in some way and like you're just ready to end that cycle. I did also have the Knight of Swords in the reverse come up, which is a card, again, that came up for the collective as well, right? Feeling self-doubt, like not really having a lot of courage right now, or needing to find where the courage is hidden away. And it could feel like you've missed an opportunity, even though that may not be true. It could be like one of the fears you're holding. Mostly though, what catches my eye is like the self-doubt, right? The self-doubt about the way forward and what that looks like, or maybe feeling apprehensive about choices that you are making, feeling good about some, and then also feeling like uncertain about others or the way forward. I'm going to see what else comes up.
Yeah, I got the Ocean of Possibilities card, and the image I'm seeing in my head is like standing out on the edge of a boat or vessel, and it's dark and it's pitch black and you can't see anything, and it's like there's so many different ways you can go, and then suddenly in that moment how small and tiny you feel in comparison to the vastness of the possibilities and the vastness of the distance. And yeah, that's what was like having that moment of perspective shift of like, yeah, where do I go from here? You know, I'm sure in the middle of the ocean, it's fucking scary trying to find your way.
Yeah, or just like, just overwhelming, right? Like, So it's interesting because I got the Two of Pentacles in reverse, which is a card of overwhelmed, feeling like you're juggling too much, feeling disorganized, And really, it's just about a reorientation, right? And I think for her too, it's like reorienting to herself or the true self and feeling overwhelmed in any given moment because there's just so much that's happened or so much time that's gone by. Matter of moment.
Yeah. Like simplify, breathe, go to just worry about right now.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, there's double fire though on the next
Well,
card and then the bottom of the deck.
it's soon to be her season, right?
Sorrow heals, flames of passion.
Aries season coming up. I did pull the Tower in reverse. So that's a card of feeling like you're avoiding the inevitable, or like it could be that you just avoided big crash and burn, right? By making different choices, which is also awesome. But this is a card about resisting like change and in that resistance to change, like the resisting to like working through something, we do that because it's going to feel too much or like feel too painful, but like the healing comes through the experience of that loss, right? So it's just saying like, okay, there's been a lot of like kind of digging the heels in, or just like you have to be dragged kicking and screaming, only because like it's just so much and it's a lot of pain, right? There's a lot of grief and pain there. But what also came out with that is the Four of Wands, which is like happy life, happy marriage, happy like celebration in the home, family, tranquility. And she recently just had told me that they're potentially going to be moving very soon to like a dream location. So I'm like, this is awesome, right?
Yeah, that's funny because you said Four of Wands as I pulled 4-4 Holy Grail. Says receive the
perfect.
gift. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. So that's good stuff. She also just started back up with Reiki clients and has a new space for treating people with Reiki, right? So that's going to feel very good to her too. But that's going to be very good for her as well.
It says remember your identity and you can do it when you're talking about the Reiki clients.
I'm just going to
And we got bottom of the deck 7-7 mystical messages. Follow the signs.
Oh yeah.
But I love the reassurance. You can do it. You can do it. I'll pull a song for her.
Oh, good. You got the card Heart Home.
Oh,
I know, it's beautiful. So I think
much bread and fire in her reading.
Yeah, and this is the heart space, right? So coming into that heart space after so long of like protecting herself, and this says compassion at the bottom. I really do just feel like this is showing you have a new home you're going to, like within yourself and like a new physical home. That's wonderful.
Oh, that's so funny. It wasn't even a song that came out, but it was like versus challenging another player to a playoff or a sing-off. And I always think of the Aries energy of like being so confrontational or like
competitive.
Competition. Let me see. So maybe, oh my God, 2 cards came. Okay, so there's something because first the versus card came out and then 2 cards came out.
They're like flying.
Duplicate versus. And then this one is literally called Torn Between Two Lovers.
Oh, torn between two lovers.
So what if it's, yeah, not literal, but what if that's like 2 different decisions and there's like 2 things you love or 2 places you love or 2 things you want to do or some sort of division that way or someone, bumping heads in that. But interesting.
I know.
Just to show that you can read with any kind of deck.
You can read with anything. You're gonna are you gonna use your charms?
They're downstairs.
Oh, that's right.
I can go get them though.
No, it's okay. I thought you had them with you.
Because I really want a snack too. I got starving all of a sudden. Where I was like so hungry.
Well, I can start reading for CSC while you go grab a snack.
And my charms. Okay, let me go get my
Your
charms.
charms. Okay, so CSD 30, we're just going to say 35. Okay. CSC. See what comes up for you. Okay, let's see. What do we need to know? I keep getting images. This is interesting. Like I've been totally binge watching Bridgerton, which I never imagined I would ever binge watch that show. But turns out I love it. And I keep getting like images from that show, but specifically of like flowers, like all the flower arrangements and all the opulence and the like the romantic nature of like just like the feminine nature of these women who are always dressed well, and what they were allowed to do, what they weren't allowed to do. So I'm not getting like the imagery of the oppression of the women and their station and what they had to do in order to be taken well care of. I'm getting the images of the flowers, like the femininity, the like how beautiful they looked. And I'm getting those kinds of images for you. So something having to do with like the softness of flowers. Maybe you need to work on coming into your feminine more. I was saying that I was binge watching Bridgerton and like I never imagined I would, but I keep getting images of all of the softness, like the flower arrangements and how beautiful these women had to dress, but like what pains and care they took to be in their most feminine energy so that they could secure a husband. So that again, it's not that the oppressive like connection, it's the connection that I'm getting is to like how beautiful they dressed and how soft they were and how they really applied themselves in these very feminine like qualities and tasks, and like they had to learn how to dance and play an instrument, and they learned to do needlework and all these things that were very like decidedly feminine for the time period. I feel like I'm getting those images because you probably need to come more into that like softness for yourself.
It's funny that you pull even the flowers and stuff because my snack when I ran downstairs was a piece of Turkish rose baklava.
Ah, I was getting like the roses are prominent,
pistachio
like,
rose, sorry.
prominent reference that I'm getting. So that's cool.
It was the pistachio rose Turkish style baklava.
Okay,
Delicious.
so I pulled the Seven of Swords in reverse, which is, people are scared about that card because it can signify like deception or trickery. This is like listening to your discernment, right? The Seven of Swords is like, listen to that voice inside and what is it telling you? Like your vibes are probably pretty on. So whatever situation you're in, or if it's like a person or whatever, listen to your inside voice, like your vibes on it, and just ask some deeper questions. This could be somebody too that's going to like confess something to you, and it doesn't necessarily be like, it doesn't need to be something bad. It could just be like they've been holding something in and they really want to tell you about it, but they've been too afraid to, or they've been waiting for the right time. So effectively it is kind of a secret that they've been holding. But it's also accountability, like, and it could be like taking your resources and going, that's more about in the upright, but it's this energy of like, being accountable to your part in everything, being really honest with yourself about whatever you need to be honest about. And it could be like you need to fess up yourself to someone or something, but it feels to me like you might be getting like some message, because swords are about communication too. You may be getting some kind of a message, and we are in Mercury retrograde, which could technically mean like you may hear from somebody you didn't ever expect to hear from again, or something's going to come back around for a conversation so you can have closure. So if that is something that's applicable in your life, just know that it's a possibility right now. You may also feel like you're caught in some kind of a loop. Like the Three of Wands in reverse is about putting in a lot of hard work, and it's like really slow to come to fruition. So maybe you feel like you've been really dedicating yourself to something and you're not like reaping the rewards quite yet. Or what you are doing feels really unfulfilling right now.
I almost said the same thing because when I dropped a card and picked it up, my attention got caught on a battery that was under my desk, and the brand is Eneloop, but the loop is what caught my
Oh,
attention.
yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, it could just be like frustration. Like you're at a point of frustration. I don't know what her partnership situation is, but maybe she's been like waiting for like a bigger conversation or some truth, or very frustrated or feeling unfulfilled or unsatisfied with like the way the dialogue is going. It also could be like you returning from travel, you've been like on the road or whatever. But this is great. Also a card of travel, the world. So everything's coming full circle for you. I think you just have to be a little bit patient, because this is like everything's working in your favor and coming full circle towards success and completion. So whatever you've been working hard toward or hoping for or feeling like frustrated with delays or whatever, it's actually happening. And it'll be good because it's like this is like, oh, as it flew, oh, maybe you're gonna be flying somewhere. I don't know. This is success, right?
Yeah, I got spiritual retreat for one of the cards, so maybe
Oh,
she's
maybe she's
going
gonna
somewhere,
go
doing something.
some kind of vision quest.
Yeah, and I got even the sale, which is about like I was thinking travel, but also the adapting and thriving and being flexible and adjusting your sails to the winds and the direction that the wind takes you, right?
Mhm.
And then it also came up with about forgiving yourself, giving yourself some grace. And while you
Well,
were talking,
I don't
you're
know if
like,
she
I don't
feels like
know
she
what
missed
you're.
an opportunity or not, but like the card about missing an opportunity came up, like feeling like you've missed an opportunity.
Yeah, like feeling robbed of an opportunity or feeling robbed of something.
Mhm.
Possibly, I don't know if there had been any questions on like, I don't know, I got the rabbit, so maybe there's even questions on like fertility or possible future, or I got the star with it, or like healing. Ah, shit. Healing fertility, or like we're saying, if you feel robbed of something, right? Like,
Mm.
and then I got the little cloud, little heaven cloud.
Aw.
Um,
I had on the bottom of the deck the Ace of Cups, which is about agape, like self-love, right? And it's like a gift from the universe too, in terms of opportunities, very positive energy. It's joy,
yeah, I
joy,
wonder
love,
if
celebration.
also,
It's also fertility. Oh my goodness.
yeah, but I wonder also if like, because there's another one that I caught my attention. It was a paw and a dog. So I don't know if there was like talks or thoughts of an animal, because I think we started even talking about our dogs. So I wonder if there's
Puppies?
a puppy coming in or something. That's
This says new relationships. So maybe it's like a new level of your relationship, or just like there's some new honesty in the relationship, or yeah, some newness coming in, whether it's like newfound self-love or
or
new
maybe you're getting
boundaries,
a new rabbit.
or does she do rabbits? Do you know?
I don't know, I'm just joking.
It's funny, but would it be funny if that were true? Like, I mean,
She's like,
she's
I'm
gonna
getting
be
a
like,
hamster.
you're never gonna believe this, but I got a rabbit.
You are here to share divine messages with the world. Bottom of the deck. Your experience of hardship are key to helping others heal. Transform pain into purpose.
I love that for her.
let's get your IM.
Ooh, I got a card about indecision, and I wondered about this, like, because that Knight of Swords in reverse is also about like lacking courage and feeling like self-doubt. So this indecision, this card right here, even though it's like it's in a singles and relationship, like what's blocking me deck, it's being afraid to actually make a decision one way or another, or like assert yourself in any direction because you're not sure how it's going to work out, or you're like not super confident in your own capacity. So that's interesting, right? And confirmatory. So you have to give yourself some grace, like you said, and also too much work came out. So this, not that doesn't mean you have too much work. It's like you might tell yourself that certain options are too much work. So why even like commit to it, or why even try? Because you lack like that confidence in your own capacity. So like that self-doubt, perhaps. And maybe you're like self-sabotaging and talking yourself out of some stuff.
Stop doing that.
Yes, don't do that shit, man.
Knock it off.
Criticizing, you're very critical of yourself, perhaps. Go ahead.
I keep getting this one too, that when I was like shuffling the blank one. So being in a space of complete creative direction, you are blank space.
You are blank space.
All right, you get a song. You get a song, and you get a song.
The world is your oyster.
Damn, I wish I would have.
Whatever that means. Like, what does that mean? The world is your oyster. Because you can open an oyster and there's like a pearl in it, maybe? I need to look that up. The world is your oyster.
Sounds like some marketing ploy.
Well, it's been around for a long time. And it came to me, so I'm going to look it up so we can. What is the meaning?
For CSC, the song I got is You Were on My Mind.
You Were on My Mind.
By We5 in 1965. So maybe there's a significance to the number 5, because at the bottom of the deck says Burning Heart Survivor 1985. Burning Heart Survivor. Damn. Do you know what number that reading started on? I didn't write that down.
35 flat.
Another 5.
Another 5.
Okay, so we're at KA now.
Yep.
We'll say 4751.
Oh, that saying originates from Shakespeare. 1602, the Merry Wives of Windsor. Okay, so the original phrase was, the world's mine oyster, which I with sword will open. It just means that you are in a position to take advantage of life's opportunities. Like you can do whatever you want. You just have to believe you can, right? So he would use the sword to open the oyster to get what he wanted, similar to prying an oyster open to find a pearl. It's evolved from a violent connotation to a positive, encouraging phrase suggesting that opportunities are waiting for you, much like the pearl inside a shell. You won't know unless you try. So stop self-sabotaging.
Open up. Open up.
Open up your oyster. There could be a pearl in there, girl. Okay.
Pearl girl. Okay.
48,
so KA.
48 for KA. 48, 48.
48, 48. Okay.
You want to go out, baby? I have to let my dog out. Come here. Come on, mother.
What does KA need to know? My dog just went. What's up with all the dog energy? Sculpture of self. Honoring the perpetual act of forming and expressing identity. Are you having an identity crisis?
I feel like a lot of people are in this era of like finding themselves. Bottom of the deck for me is the world. So coming to completion, a card of success, like you're going to reap the rewards or the benefits of hard work, or you're actually traveling.
Oh, that's too many.
Interesting. You may have been like stubborn about something recently. So this is a Three of Pentacles in reverse. That's a card of like, it's supposed to be a card of collaboration, but in the reverse, it can feel like you're really stagnant in whatever situation you're in, or you're feeling really unmotivated about what it is you're supposed to be doing or what you're engaged with. And maybe you don't really like the people you've been like dealing with or working with or trying to collaborate with.
What I hear is like, you know, when you're stuck in a group project and you're like, I'm the only one doing all the work, or like,
yeah, yep. But it's also, it can be like an unwillingness to learn from mistakes. So you just might be like a little bit stubborn about needing to do something a certain way and not really open to like other suggestions, because it's not what you're used to, perhaps. I have no idea what this could pertain to, but like be a little bit more open-minded about new ways for how something can happen. I did also, it came out with the Nine of Cups, which is also, it's an amazing card. It's like wishes fulfilled. It's your desires coming true. I do feel like you have to just be a little bit more open or flexible about how you can come to that outcome. Many minds make light work, right? So like many hands make light work. I feel like many minds also make light work, and you could get a lot of stimulus. So whomever you're collaborating with, be really open to certain suggestions. Or even if it's not a work situation, it could be like relationships or family dynamics, that kind of thing. But this is a card of success, which is awesome. So you're going to get to where you want to go. And that world card is also indicative of successful outcomes. It just may be like you're limiting yourself in how you think that can happen, and need to just be more open-minded to how the universe wants to provide that how.
Yeah, my little story that starting with the sculpture of self, right? And so who are you as an art piece and that clay that's being formed and shaped, right? Then it came into the walking unscathed card and the small steps card. So there's something about literally step by step of walking away from something untouched and completely protected from something. The release burdens card came out with winds of fortune. And so I thought that was interesting because the picture on the winds of fortune again is that sail. And so I'm thinking even when you're releasing the burdens and releasing the sail, you're giving yourself the room to collect the air and to move and to go through that direction, with the bottom of the deck again being the carried away energy, just like a boat being carried away by its sails in the wind, right? So yeah, definitely there's some sort of steps and walking that happened.
Dude, or it's going to happen, because I got the Eight of Cups card, which is typically about walking away, but like in the reverse, this is like, I'm going to stay a little longer just to see how this works out. And mostly because you're perhaps afraid of change or the uncertainty that change will bring. Also, it could be just like fear of change, low self-esteem, or like, it's not going to get any better than this, so I got to figure out how to make this work, which we know that that's not true, right? It can always be better. If you can dream about it being better, it can be better. I got the Lovers in reverse, which is the breaking of a contract. And it doesn't have to be like a romantic relationship. It's just any kind of agreement or a contract that you have entered into. And it means there's an imbalance there. So whatever you're giving in, you're not getting back for whatever reason. It can be disharmony. It could be conflict or opposition based on values or misalignment. It could be arguments. So this is just, it's like the breaking of a contract. And maybe you're deciding you have, like thinking about, you have to walk away from something, whatever that may be, or you have to establish better boundaries, or you have to like end something as it is and forge it as something new later, or like a new type of agreement. Maybe you're renegotiating some contracts.
I had the Queen of Cups come out with the Six of Cups. And so I don't know if somebody is coming back with some sort of offer or apology or something being revisited from before that's coming up as an offering that way. But it'll come in pretty fast. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Wands. Or it could be somebody that seems a little immature, juvenile, hot-headed, or quick with it, and a knight and not a king. Because when I picked up the Knight of Wands, it was the King of Wands in reverse. So somebody who's not in their King of Wands energy by any means.
Not in the healed energy anyway.
Nope. Let's do.
Interesting. So I pulled a card from my Twin Flames deck, and it says winter. So perhaps something significant happened this winter and you're looking for answers, or you're going to find more answers this coming winter, which feels like a long time to wait. But this could also signify being like out in the cold about something.
So I don't know if you noticed, but I don't know if it's a real person or a bot, but like it's been silent, no comments at all until we're doing her reading and pulling these cards about the possibility of this stuff coming up. And the comments are asking about, will so and so and I be a couple again? So I don't know if that's significant to any of your line of questioning, KA. If any of that is significant there. But I just wanted to bring that up because they won't be able to see it during the rewatch that those comments came in.
Yeah.
Charm.
I also pulled observe. So this is like just taking a step back and taking some notes, being like a neutral observer to the situation. So you have like a better understanding, trying to remove the emotion, just being very curious. But also the forgive card came up. So, finding peace of mind, actually forgiving someone for something, but just like maybe unshackling your heart from some kind of heavy burden with regard to that breaking of a contract that came up with the Lovers in reverse.
Jeez, Bruce just started snoring like super loud. I don't know if you can hear it. I got this. I pulled two little charms, and the first one is a little star. So I was thinking that healing energy, or you are a star. And then I got a little pink puppy or a pink dog. So
pink puppies.
And I got your journey inspires others to discover their own soul missions. So helping others find a purpose. With the bottom of the deck, your words and presence empower others to take brave steps forward. So you speaking up and telling people and sharing is what's going to empower and encourage them to step up and speak up.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll pull a song for you. Oh. Lenny Kravitz again. So it's like I said, is there going to be a round two of something? I don't know. You have to look up the lyrics to that, but again.
Oh, you were talking about boundaries. I pulled a card on boundaries. Okay. You need to hold good boundaries so you don't feel violated.
Yep. So because it says, will it go around in circles? So holding good boundaries so you don't just keep going round and round and doing the same shit over and over again.
Oh, I also got stuck in the past, right? Same shit, right? Okay, that's interesting. This card literally says let go of your ex completely so you can truly welcome something new into your life. I don't know if that's relevant to you. It just feels like there is unfinished business.
Do we want that? Do we want unfinished business?
I mean, I don't.
Finish it.
Finish it so you can move on to the good shit. Good shit.
Exactly. Okay. What do we have next?
And we have MW next.
End up at
5958.
already.
I know she's excited. She loves our readings. I love that she loves our readings.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just saw the strength card. Awesome. Anytime we're in her energy, I just get such boss energy from her. I just feel like she's really in this like empowerment phase in
I
her
always
life.
feel excited. Like I'm excited for something when
Yeah, like
when we're
it's
tuning into her.
just a lot of like gaining momentum, you know? That's what it feels like. Hope it's 3:33 here.
Serene Haven.
That boat looks like it's been through some shit.
Embrace tranquility as your refuge, where serenity blossoms and peace enfolds your being. But I love that it's like on the water. I mean,
And it's like
regardless,
glass, yeah, that reflection.
so peaceful.
Oh my gosh, that was a lot. Okay.
Which I think even on her story, she had something posted with like water. If
I haven't
remember
watched
correctly.
I haven't watched her stories recently, like in the last few days. So,
Well, you've been busy with children.
oh my gosh, I heard the phrase "D's nuts" so many times, like ridiculous. Like even in situations that don't even make sense. I'm like, it's not even like appropriate. Like that doesn't even make sense.
I feel like it's not even funny right now.
It's not. It's just like you're inserting D's nuts anywhere, like randomly in sentences, and it's confusing. But they're 12. Okay, so
Got a good little set.
I pulled the 9 of Wands, which is interesting because that's like the Wounded Warrior, like the True Grit card. It can feel like you may feel like you're struggling to achieve goals, or like you feel like you're doing all the things you need to do, but it's just not enough to get you to where you want to go. You might feel a little bit overwhelmed. It could feel like the energy of like, oh, do I keep at this or do I give up? But also it could indicate a little bit of like stubbornness for you. Regardless, like when I see this card, I want to say like, you're doing what you need to do. Like this is exactly the energy you have to bring to the situation. And I keep hearing like perseverance, even though this card is in the reverse. Like I want you to persevere in whatever it is that you feel like you're struggling against. I also got the King of Swords in reverse. So this feels like to me that's somebody who also is like abusive with their words. It can be like irrational or illogical kind of energy, a lack of rationalism. And I don't know if this is like someone you're dealing with where they're doing whatever they need to do to just like circumvent whatever the situation is, or to create a story that's not actually true. Like this feels like somebody you're dealing with, or like a serious asshat, right? This feels like the energy you're up against, and you feel a little bit defeated by that energy. And I cannot remember the specifics of your situation, but I want to say there was like some HR stuff going on, unless that was your friend. So I can't remember. You're going to have to like set me straight on that. But oh my gosh, and the devil just flew out. This is feeling like bound and chained in a situation. It can be like soulmate, like soul tie energy, where like this is happening almost like a fated kind of situation to teach you a lot of stuff. So you may feel like you're kind of bound or tied to something right now. Like there's not really a conceivable way out of it except for through. I don't want you to worry about that. This is also like a card of Capricorn. It's it's big energy, and I feel like you just gotta push through the waist deep mud right now until something breaks open. I feel like you also have to stick to your principles. Like that's really important here. Go ahead. I don't want to interrupt you.
No, you're fine. I keep feeling like it is something work or purpose driven, because I got duality dance, ignite ambition, getting advice, and the tide of transition. And then at
Yeah.
the bottom of the deck is embracing solitude. So doing something alone, or like something, yeah, we're seeking advice and transitioning into, look at, it's two people here, but then it's ending with solitude.
Yes.
But it's
I
talking
did.
about duality.
Yeah, I pulled the King of Wands, which is a great card. This is somebody who's a good leader and who is um, like open-minded and asserts authority in a healthy, like passionate way, very, very driven. It's fire energy, right? So this is also, it could be you utilizing your leadership skills in such an example. Like if I keep getting references to like be the example in this, be like persevere because you're the example in this, whatever that means. Like people are going to look to you and be like, wow, she handled that with such grace and leadership. Like it's almost like you're choosing to set some kind of a standard. That's why I said stick to your values and your goals, or stick to your like what aligns with you. I also got the Page of Wands in reverse, which is somebody who's like kind of lurking, watching, and maybe not necessarily in like with your best interest in mind. And again, you're gonna have to like update me on your situation. So you have to really stick to your values in this, because it's almost like you have things or people in the works that are trying to look for opportunities to kind of trip you up. I don't want you to be concerned about it, but it feels like it's a competitive situation. And you have somebody you're dealing with that's just kind of a douche, right? Again, you're going to have to fill me in on this. So this could be like poor communication too, like somebody who's deliberately like bungling up the communication to see how you're going to handle it. I'm so intrigued. I'm intrigued by this.
I got 4-4, trust, ask, listen, allow. So again, asking, listening, and then allowing the change to come in, happen, transform. But you also got that get advice card.
Mhm.
So keep asking for help.
Yeah. And maybe ask from spirit, because I just pulled the High Priestess card for you. Right?
And I got stand in your power. By embodying your power, you give others permission to do the same.
Let your intuition guide you. Okay. You've got pretty good vibes. Use discernment. I mean, she's literally sitting on a throne between pillars of black and white, right? So she's in the gray area, right? Use your discernment. Use your discernment. Yeah. Be witchy about this. Like really tap into your knowing, but stick to what your values are in this. I cannot wait for you to expand on this and let me know.
I got a cat, a blue cat with a heart.
A blue cat.
And a star. Blue cats. Oh, I'll pull a song for her. See what kind of random shit we can get for her.
I just pulled this is from my Wild Offering Oracle, which is by Tosha Silver. She's like this really cool lady. It says work. I'm now available to receive all who can benefit from my work. Use me to relieve suffering on the planet. May all who need me find me. The divine is my complete source for all prosperity and will provide. So like whatever it is that this is definitely work related that we're talking about. Stick to your values, right? Like, because part of why you're where you're at is because you have this gift to bring that will help shift things where you are. And you just have no idea what the ripple effects are, right? So just really stick to your guns on this.
And I have no idea of what relevance this song has. This is hilarious. Hot Care by Nelly, 2002.
You're gonna have to look up the lyrics, right? Maybe you're just supposed to shake your booty.
Yeah. Healing through shaking that ass. I'm here for it.
Shaking that ass.
Okay.
I love that. Okay, so next we have JL. And so that's at 110.15.
Okay.
And she did want insight on connection, relationship. Feeling, in particular, feeling disconnected.
Okay.
Okay. It's so crazy because in her message to me, she said, I'm just feeling a little bit or a lot defeated. And I got the Seven of Wands in reverse, which is feeling defeated.
Oh shit.
Yeah, feeling defeated. So this is also
Lovers
like
at the bottom of the deck.
oh boy. Okay. So that's, that's just speaking to the connection, the commitment, the contract that's there. So that was
Queen of Pentacles, World in reverse.
okay.
Energy of like, what the fuck, right? Out of
Right
balance,
now.
out of
Yep.
whack.
Yep. Okay, she's a stay-at-home mom. Her youngest is 2, and she just finished breastfeeding. So, and she saw me for Reiki a few days ago, and I was like, I think you really need to start drinking adrenal cocktails because you're exhausted. So I got the 4 of Swords, which is mentally and emotionally exhausted. In fact, like literally needing to lay down and rest, like get rest. Feeling very overwhelmed, anxious, drained. It's like you're in burnout. And it's really hard to connect with anyone when you are basically surviving, even though it's not like a life or death situation, but you're exhausted, right? I feel like that's true for your partner as well. He is not handling it the way that you want him to handle it. So that's causing you to feel a little bit of resentment. I do also have the 9 of Swords, which is about anxiety and worries and the things that are keeping you up at night. And she did say that she's freaking out about like body condition, in particular, feeling like she might get some weird illness that's going to take her out and doesn't know why she's having those anxious thoughts.
Protected.
So, yeah, like I told her that too. I'm like, you're good. You're just exhausted.
Yeah.
So
and then I got recovery come back.
Good. Yes, this is a card too of like poor sleep. So you're meant to be really prioritizing rest, like really resting, allowing yourself to, go to bed at 9 p.m. and sharing nighttime duties and, oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. You also, this is all the stuff that we talked about in our session. 7 of Cups came up, and this is a card of daydreaming, like daydreaming, but not taking action, like wishing for things and all these possibilities, and nothing's kind of like panning out, but partly because maybe you feel like you can't take action on them. I feel like sometimes this is a card of putting our dreams to the side and like, playfully hoping for them or wishing for them, but your desires, but not being able to take action on them. It could also be like it's a card of temptation. So you may be in your feeling of disconnection, you may be fantasizing about what connection could feel like again, or like what did it used to feel like, or that kind of stuff. It did pull the Hierophant card, which is a card of like higher learning. It's about conformity to society's rules. It's like traditional values. It can be like institutions. Sometimes it's like the marriage card. She's not married to her partner. This for you, it could be like you need more structure, or you need more like reassurance about the future going forward, so you know what you're working toward. And it could be like you just need that from your partner to like fully verbally, emotionally commit to this relationship, right? Not necessarily you need to have a ring on it and get married, but like it could be that what you're longing for is this, like, hey, we're together, we're doing this, we have a child together, like, what the fuck, man? You know, like, are we doing this together? Are we emotionally investing in each other? You might need to have that conversation with him. But I think he's feeling pretty exhausted too. Oh, and here we go.
Yeah.
You got some new beginnings coming towards you, new clarity. Could be like finally you have a breakthrough in communication. Remember, we just came through an eclipse window, and we have freaking, you know, Mercury retrograde in Pisces of all things, where it's all about feeling all the emo stuff and working through the feelings, not necessarily like the communication part of it.
Well,
But this,
when we first started and even tapped into her energy at the very beginning, I just felt the silence and the distance and not saying things and being like stuck in my own head kind of thing first, like not being able to speak up, not having a chance to talk, like having this like type of energy come through. And then I pulled the pain and conflict card. And then the next set of cards that came out with it was like the pride card with the cloudy judgment and being distracted. But at
so
the bottom of the deck was the I am enough card.
good. I did get the star in reverse, which can be this feeling a lack of positivity, inspiration. So that speaks to like how you're feeling now. It's also, it can be a card of like hopelessness or just boredom. Like, I can't remember if we talked about this in session, but I think I asked her if she was bored. Are you just bored? Right. And again, I feel like you're both overwhelmed. I feel like also, I just want to validate you, Mio, like their communication, she does have to kind of like structure or be strategic about communication, because he does get defensive. I do feel like you'll be moving on from past regrets. This is the 5 of Cups. And in the reverse, this is like finally deciding to like heal and grow past regrets or loss or grief. It's like acceptance and forgiveness.
I just pulled the acceptance card.
Yeah, I just feel like there's like, for you in your past, I think you've been working on it, but for him, like he also has some stuff to work on. And I'm
to
not
accept
making
both
this.
of you regardless and for all the imperfections.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like just in general, we have to kind of strongly encourage our male partners to, or like whoever is the masculine relationship, to step in and do that work. It's like there just seems to be like this blanket resistance to doing that emotional work. He does self-medicate.
So, okay. Our love is about finding balance, not perfection. Balance.
Oh, that's great advice. Yeah. So focusing on how to find more balance.
Charm.
Oh my gosh, and I'm yawning as I'm like in your energy. So that's wild.
Tired. Oh, I got a lot came out. Star again, some more healing energy. I got a flower, a little apple with a heart in it, a paw, and a seashell. And some sunglasses. Like, I didn't mean to grab that many.
I also feel like you may need to like challenge him a little harder. So I got these 2 cards, too passive and retreating. I feel like you may try to hold him, try to challenge him to meet you in this space, but you may like give him too much leniency in it. Like, I think maybe you need to just say, hey, we're going to we're going to find a time where we sit and we are together for a couple of hours and we're just going to have a talk. We're going to talk about this. And it's going to be in a very
Saturday check-ins or once a
yeah,
week check-ins that where
and
you
it,
get to table all your questions, concerns, and comments.
well, and it doesn't have to be confrontational. It can just be like, hey, I really love you and I want to work toward a common goal with you. Like, how can we do this as a team versus like, hey, you're doing this and it's making me feel this way, right? Nobody really does well with the pointing of the fingers, and that's something we talked about too. But and I'm coughing now.
Light my fire as you're coughing.
Right.
So maybe
just-
some excitement too, right? Some lighting of the
Yeah.
fire, burning the flame.
Well, and I feel like, you know, this is interesting because
Kissing more.
I got a card about insecurities and feeling unworthy. So whether that's his energy or yours, I do feel like he's doing a fair bit of like avoiding of certain things, and maybe he's got some latent concerns about your ex or like, you know, like other parenting situations and his own worthiness or like where he stands in all of it. Like there could be things that he has going on inside of him that he is just not. Ooh, here we go. Pent up anger. Here we go. So there's things that he's not talking to you about that he's like trying to deal with when he really just needs to talk about them. And it'll help you understand more because it's making him insecure and feeling like a lot of doubt about himself. And perhaps just like doesn't know if he can do this well, you know, whatever that is. So I hope that helps. But clearly you need more communication with him.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of holding him accountable to what he's bringing to the relationship in a non-confrontation. Like, how can we work toward this together is what I want to keep saying. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Got the card release. Like release fear, anxiety, doubt. Also, like I got the card chaser, which is interesting. Like this just tells me you don't have to like chase after him and like run him down and hold him down and be like, motherfucker, listen, like, what are we doing? You get to say, hey, you want to be in this relationship. We have this going on. Like, you need to meet me in this space so we can talk about what our common goals are, right? Like, and if he wants to meet you in that space to talk about it, that's awesome. But let him decide to meet you there rather than you like dragging him into that space, if that makes sense.
I pulled a card and it's talking about the mind being clouded by doubt. So I wonder if that's his energy or hers of the doubting everything or being the cloudy judgment. Or yeah.
I think it's both of them, honestly. Oh. So hang in there. Give yourself at least getting out of this Mercury retrograde, and Venus in Aries is some tough energy. So
not happy, and it's there's going to be a directness that could come and it could spark a fire and not the best of ways.
Yeah, it's a bold energy and Venus isn't necessarily happy there. It's like it's abrasive. It can be abrasive and abrupt, even though Aries is like the opposite side. Venus, like Libra's ruled by Venus, and Aries is a complement there. It can still be very abrasive, right? She's not happy in Aries. But okay, hopefully that helps her. We have JA. So I'm assuming he wants to read about her like way forward.
JA. What does JA need to know? Just slow mission, purpose, direction. I feel like JA just wants to like get to it, like cut straight to the point.
Mm-hmm. Like no time wasted.
Give me the order of events that's supposed to happen. I'm supposed to do. It says trust your inner guidance. Your intuition is a gift to the world. So your intuitive path that's already being illuminated, that you're like, okay, I see it, I feel it. How do we make this happen in physical real time? Because it needs to catch up to what I'm seeing in my mind's eye.
I
Yep, your presence ignites growth. So the ignition.
I love these cards that I'm getting for her. It's like it's awesome because it's right in line with what we had as a session when she came to visit me. I got the Eight of Pentacles in the upright. That
Nice.
is hard work. That's working diligently towards something that you know, especially your craft. So everything that you've learned up to this point is super valuable, and you are meant to really apply that in a new way. You can think of this as like a new career or like the extension of what you've been doing. It can also be like mastery and expertise. So like view what you already know, the wisdom you have, the skills you have. How can you apply that in a new, beautiful way? You may also be interested in learning something new or adding to those skills. So this is a card of like education, hard work, working diligently toward your goals. And actually, like when I see the Eight of Pentacles come up, it's like, oh, this is hard work towards successful endeavors, because the 9 and 10 Pentacles that come after it is just, it's success. Like it's like harvesting the fruits of your labor. I also got the Page of Pentacles, which is awesome because the Page of Cups, which is a beautiful, like childlike, youthful energy. It's very creative. It's also insightful. It's like new endeavors. And like he's holding a cup, and the cups are full of emotion, compassion, dedication, creativity. So this is you bringing what you have and offering it to the world, but you're also going to get some like new ideas about how you can be an instrument of peace and healing to the world. And I kid you not, the world, the world card. So this is like coming to completion. It's like everything coming full circle to success, which is beautiful. It's like the universe is favoring you based on what you know and what you can provide to the world. And it's setting you up for success to bring all of that forward. And it could be that you may travel a bit to do this. You may be having collaborations with people that are worldwide, right? Like we can do that now via the internet. We can collaborate with anybody in the world at any given moment. I just had a session with a woman in Australia last week, right?
So that's so dope.
So cool. So this is wonderful for you. It's wonderful for you. The only thing is that you may feel like impatient to get this going. I do have the Eight of Wands in reverse, which is a card of delays. It just may take a little bit longer for these things to come together for you, and you may be feeling a little bit impatient about that. So, but it's like slow progress. I do feel like the universe wants you to be really thoughtful and discerning about the steps that you do take, and just like having a plan, like focus on one thing or two major things and work those in a progression versus like the shotgun approach of like, you know, a million different ideas that all feel like they have great potential. You can't do a million ideas at once, right? So you don't want to exhaust yourself by spreading yourself too thin, especially given like where you are in your career, your life, right? Like your life stage. You want to really focus your attention on the one or two things that feel super fulfilling and that you can make a big impact on. Like you can focus your energy really well. I love that. Love that for her.
Yeah, there's ocean of possibilities. So again, that's the theme for today for me.
Yeah.
A lot of oceans and boats. But also, as you were speaking, got the scales of balance and the be here now. And so really truly focusing on the possibility of like what was coming to my mind while you're talking and doing my little doodles, like seeing that show where they're on the box and then they have the endless hallway of all the different doors that they can go into with the different realities. And that's where she gets to pick, like, okay, what door do I want to go through? What choose your own adventure is what I'm feeling.
Yep. There's like, that's the thing that's going to be maybe the hardest thing for her too, is like where to focus the energy. That's what I keep picking up on, is because there are a number of things that are possible. there are many things that are possible, but it's what feels most aligned and what you can apply all of your mastery to that will have like the biggest impact and the fastest outcome, because that urgency is there. I sense that urgency too. I did pull a card from my career deck that says unfolding, and look at that beautiful. I think it's a fern that's going to unfold.
I love Fern.
I love ferns
Is
too.
she an artist or something by chance?
She's a retired nurse. And I'm trying to remember.
But does she have like a hobby, a creative hobby or side
I do
thing?
believe so. I'm trying to remember what it is, but she does have like that energy, that creative energy.
It says your purpose is to make the world a more beautiful place through your creations. And it also says your ability to hold space for others is a sacred gift. So I don't know if she's making things and dropping them to hospitals or doing things that tie in both worlds.
I'm not sure either that,
Yeah,
but like maybe that's something that she would be doing, right?
could be fulfilling for her. If
I
that's
so this unfolding card is access to greater prosperity is opening up for you slowly. You are growing as you learn more and keep expanding. So this is just obviously things are unfolding for you. Like in this new chapter, things are unfolding, and it may be slow progress. That Eight of Wands in reverse in particular. There's also this generosity. It's called gestures. And look at this person's hand is covered in like gold dust. I love that.
ooh.
This is a card about like being like you may be asked to help somebody and to give, or you may need a hand and may need to ask for help. But it's like giving things to people that are deserved, right? Or you want to help them in some way. It could be like giving praise to someone. It could be like helping them out in different ways, but also knowing that this is like reciprocal, like whatever you give out is going to come back to you. So trust that this is about giving and receiving. And on the bottom of the deck, I have beginning, which is awesome. So it says literally, it's a good time to start a new job or a whole new career, which is like one of the things she was asking me about when she came to see me. You have creative ideas and that get you noticed or get noticed and get you noticed, build a nest egg for the future. So it just tells me like everything we've been hitting on, even in your session a couple weeks ago. And now it's like, you're ripe for this next jumping off space. And say yes to collaborations that come up, but be discerning about like how much of your energy any one of those projects requires of you, and if it's truly aligned with what you like, how you want to be in service, right? Don't do something just for the sake of doing it. Do something because you really feel a calling to it, and you know that your skills and your mastery will help you be, I keep hearing, an instrument of peace and healing, right? So don't do everything. Don't like, you have a lot of ideas. You don't need to do everything. Some of those ideas you're meant to pass on to other people.
I got the little rain cloud, but it's raining hearts.
Oh, raining
It's so, I
hearts.
really love that, thinking of pouring your heart into a garden, right? Even if it's energetic or symbolic of the rain and everything.
I literally
Pouring your
just
heart into something.
I literally just had a text message come in that says, I have an idea. Call me whenever you can so I can tell it to you. Literally, as I was saying, some of the ideas you have you're supposed to tell to other people. They're for other
Wow.
people.
I love when this shit happens.
I do too. I can't even believe that. Awesome. I love that so much.
I'll pull a song for her too. Keep it going, since I think I pulled a song for everybody today.
I think you only missed like one person, honestly.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Oh. Divine timing.
It's a pretty
card. The divine brings things in the timing that we need. Nothing comes before we're prepared, nor leaves too early. May I always trust your perfect, as in you're talking to the divine now. May I always trust your perfect and holy timing.
You got the word timing with that, and I got guys do it all the time for the song title.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
Mindy McCready.
No idea what that song's about, but you said timing, and then that was like time. All right, is that? So we'll do SR next.
SR. Okay. 1 3 4 4 3.
I'll call it 4 4. 1 3 4 4 4.
Okay.
And the dog came to lay under my desk at my feet.
Oh, Brucey.
So just a good boy.
I bet you anything mine is outside the office door, just laying there because I let her out.
What are you doing?
Well, she was in there with me, and then she was like restless. So I let her out. And the
I'm just
little,
glad that he doesn't have the zoomies right now.
they're so funny when they get the zoomies. Okay, all right. So for SR, I got the 6 of Cups, which is like soulmate energy. That's like nostalgia, wishing, kind of like revisiting the past memories that are happy, comforting. It could also be like finding a connection that is from the past, like something coming back around that's nostalgic. Could be a reconnection. But also it's that energy of like the inner child, childlike wonder, that kind of energy. I do feel like this is like past life and soulmate energy. So if it's connection that you're thinking about, put that into context. I have a feeling I know what you want us to read on. So we're just
the dog just farted.
Oh, right on. Maybe she lives with a man that's stinky. I don't know. Like maybe digestion needs some work.
God.
Dog farts are the worst. Okay.
That
What
raw
else?
dog food too.
Did you just change his food?
No, he had a allergic
Oh,
breakout
that's
on
right.
his skin. And
Yeah.
then I had to switch him from that point. Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
It's okay.
But I got divine flow.
I got the Page of Wands in reverse energy. This is someone who's like emotionally immature and maybe like impulsive. Page of Cups in reverse would be even more emotionally immature, but this is somebody that you potentially are dealing with that is just acts like a child or is just not at your level when it comes to stability, making solid choices. This could be someone who's like unreliable or even lazy. This could just also be the energy of, it could be like, undesirable news, right? Like less than stellar news or procrastinating. So this could be your energy of like procrastinating on forward movement or making a decision. Let's see. It's also like unoriginality. So like think of somebody who copies somebody else's work in order to get shit done rather than being like original and creative.
Did SR have a direction or topic?
She did not indicate, but I can almost guarantee you it's like her way forward with regard to like life work kind of stuff in relationship.
Okay, so I'm getting, so the first one, though, was the divine flow, letting go of attachment to the outcome and letting the universe bring its gifts forward. Excuse me. The next one came out was rising flames, letting your passion guide you to the fulfilling purpose meant for you. Excuse me. And then the bottom of the deck is new worlds. That's interesting. Many more things for you to discover, so don't give up.
That picture is really cool. Okay. I got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay. Which it can feel like an overwhelming energy. It could feel like a period of stuckness, like you feel really stuck, like there's no momentum. You don't know how to make the wheel start moving again.
Feeling lost or just. It's so
Yeah.
dark, I can't see.
I was just going to say, like, it can be feelings of loss or misfortune, um, or it's just delay, right? Like, wow, nothing is moving. I'm not sure how to get the wheel moving. I'm not sure which, it's not necessarily about direction, but it is about like momentum and feeling like I keep getting, like, I feel like I have really bad luck right now, or I don't feel like I have great luck right now. And then also Seven of Swords in reverse, which this has come up like several times now for people. And I think for the collective
Yeah.
energy, this is about using your discernment and listening to your intuition, like being very honest with yourself about whatever you've been kind of in denial about. It can also be some like being accountable, needing to be accountable, like somebody actually being accountable and coming clean. Maybe you're just finally admitting stuff to yourself. Maybe someone else is admitting things to you, but it's really about like, okay, listen to your conscience, because your conscience is telling you like what's right versus what's wrong, right? It's not necessarily, it's different than your intuition, right? Your conscience is telling you like, hey, what feels good and what doesn't in terms of my choices. Like, what's actually a good choice here versus what's going to create more of a problem. So be aware of that. I don't know if you have like come into some type of a new connection, like maybe someone's come back around and you're like having thoughts of like, wow, I wonder what could that be like. Make sure you have all your I's dotted and your T's crossed before you make any kind of decisions with regard to what a connection is making you feel like right now. I feel like I have to say that you want to make sure you're doing everything on the up and up, because you don't want to get caught in the act, right?
And
You
that
want to be
beyond delusion too, when you're
yeah,
talking about that. So it's like,
yep.
don't get caught in delusional things.
Well, and just be honest, like be like the example in this situation, because I feel like you have had to deal with this on the other side and it feels really shitty. So you don't want to like justify any actions based on what someone else has already done. You want to just make sure you are like, I don't feel like you're missing any opportunities. This Wheel of Fortune in reverse can be like feeling like you missed out, like you made a bad choice and you missed out and that's just my luck, right? I don't feel like that's it at all. You're where you are because that's where you need to be. But like, you just want to make sure you're super honest with yourself and you want to make sure you make the choices that are going to be honorable right now, including like honoring yourself. I feel like I'm giving a talk right now.
I got the exhaustion and clarity card. So like feeling depleted, feeling like, all right, I'm tapped out. And with that being tapped out and exhausted comes like, all right, a bunch of shit has to come into focus right now because I really have to see foreground, background, like what's my priority and what am I focusing on so that I can do what I need to do so I don't feel so trapped and like stuck.
Yeah.
And I don't know if purple's significant too. I got a lot of purple cards.
My dog is sniffing at the door too. Isn't that interesting? Come here.
Mine farted and then finally got up. So
okay, so I did get the Knight of Wands, which is interesting. This is like very passionate, forward, creative movement. It could be like feeling the excitement of a new venture, or maybe you've started something new and it feels really good to you. It could be travel. It could be like feeling fearless. I know that when we come into like some kind of newness, a new connection, a new like exciting environment or a new idea, we can feel invincible or fearless, which is all the more reason why you have to be super discerning about your choices. So this is like taking action and feeling that excitement. This is a good thing. You're feeling really inspired, but like I said, you need to make sure all your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed before you have that forward movement. Because you want to make sure you don't have too much to handle. Like this is Two of Pentacles in the reverse is like feeling overwhelmed and you're juggling too much. And it's all unbalanced and you run the risk of neglecting things that are very important to you, or there are people that could get neglected in your like period of overwhelm or excitement or disorganization, right? It's not that you're like in a hot mess situation, but it's just like stay grounded in this. I also got the King of Pentacles in reverse on the bottom of the deck. Again, this is a card of like somebody who's really focused on materialism. This doesn't necessarily mean it's you. It could be somebody that's in your sphere that you're dealing with. again, it's a card of loss. It could be a card of like greed or just an imbalance in priorities. So maybe there's like too much of a focus on money and keeping up with the Joneses and not enough focus on like emotional nourishing or sharing the mental and emotional load in a partnership. But this is also like, this is a card of laziness. Like this is somebody who's talking a big game in terms of like kinghood and then being super irresponsible about that stability or just being hyper focused on we're going to have this and like I bring home the money, that's what you should be grateful for, you take care of everything else kind of energy, which isn't fun. That's gross. And it could also be like corruption or insecurity, right? So this is somebody feeling like or thinking they're in their king energy and they're really kind of abusing that power that way. But with regard to like financial security or it's almost like, you know how some people will hide behind like their material goods as like, see, I'm like worthy. But like inside they're really just deeply insecure. And a lot of times they've come by that stuff, not by hard work, but by like manipulation or sheer dumb luck, right? Like it's been handed to them in some way. It's going to catch up. Like that catches up.
I pulled some charms and I got Saturn, the planet Saturn, which we already discussed earlier, its significance and what it's doing and what it's here for. I got a pink butterfly and a pink puppy, and then an upside down triangle.
Interesting.
If that's an element sign, I can't remember. A soul purpose is you're here to help others recognize their own beauty and worth, and you're here to help guide others to self-love. Bottom of the deck was express yourself through art, music, or creativity, and making sure that that's part of your purpose is to create. So create more than you consume, or create something, a little something every day, and that can be anything, whatever makes you happy. Create with food, color, it doesn't have to be art. It could just trying something new is creation.
Yeah,
And
anything creative.
Bottom of the deck, or not bottom of the deck, the song card that I pulled is called Get Ready, and it's Rare Earth is the name of the band.
Nice.
Get ready.
I did pull the Four of Cups in reverse, which is kind of like an end to apathy, feeling like you are re-entering the world with like new renewed interest or a new passion, which again, if you've gotten yourself into like a new connection or a new inspiring situation, you're going to feel that. But this is also a card of realization, like kind of having this aha moment and feeling motivated to change your situation because of this renewed interest. You feel essentially, I feel like you feel alive again, but you also feel stuck because of that aliveness, right? Because like maybe that aliveness is coming from an outside source or outside circumstance, and you feel like you can't step into that fully, whatever that is, either because of your family situation or like business stuff, or, you know, there's just some stuff you have to make choices about. So you get to take your time, but know that like you're positioning yourself for this very positive, like balanced giving and receiving situation. That Six of Pentacles is beautiful energy. It's like reciprocal. It's very secure, very safe. It's karma balanced, right? It's like receiving gifts and being rewarded for your hard work. So,
wow,
that's what I've got.
That was lovely. Hopefully that helps. Oh, and my phone battery is finally like, hey, low battery.
Hey,
good timing.
Perfect timing.
Thank you, everybody, for letting us read for you. I'll try to get the timestamps in the description box when it's done uploading. So yeah, if you want to join us automatically for next month, go to soulsandstardustpodcast.com and you can sign up to be a member, and we'll automatically add you on there every month. So you don't have to remember, or you can just do one-time readings and all that kind of fun stuff.
Yep.
But I hope you have a good rest of your day. And
it's warm here today, so I'm gonna go out for a walk.
I'm sure Amelia's gonna love that. Don't say that word too loud because mine might hear you.
WALK.
And he's gonna go, hmm?
Hmm? Hmm?
The little pity head tilt they do.
They're so cute. Like animals are so funny.
Yeah.
All right, you guys.
You.
Love you too. And give us feedback if you want to. We will talk to
We-
you soon.
Okay.